April 22nd, 2022. It's a cold, windy evening at a small park in Orem, Utah. I'm sword fighting with my friends in the sword fighting club, having the time of my life. When I go to stab somebody and my shoulder comes out of socket and dislocates. Jacob, our club president, and his wife drove me to the hospital, where I waited a grand total of an hour and a half before they finally put my shoulder back in place. This is a picture of Jacob and I leaving the ER. I was not that happy most of the evening. 1.5 hours of a dislocated shoulder was agony. But honestly, that pain wasn't worse than other pains I had felt in my life before. Pains I feel in here and up here. We all go through life with injuries. One of them is loneliness. Let's talk about loneliness, where it comes from, where we can find it, and how we can get it out of our lives. Even in a crowd or with a bunch of friends, loneliness is something that I have struggled from, which tells me there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. The more I study it, the more I realize how much it's affected my life and the lives of my friends. Loneliness is a far-reaching problem. A survey done by the BBC said that 30 to 40% of people around the world say they are lonely often or very often in their life, with the highest demographic being the 16 to 24-year-olds. That's us, you and me. Some might believe it's not possible to find a cause to a problem so widespread, but it is. Melody Warnick wrote in a Y Magazine article that loneliness is more common after a major life change. Change is a major part of life itself. So if you're feeling a pain and you don't know where it comes from, you might be lonely. Fortunately, there is a solution. The solution begins when you see life not as a 40-yard dash, but as a marathon. With that in mind, think about this African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Here's how a modern-day professional put it. Professor Erickson, in a recent BYU devotional, taught, "We are deeply relational beings, designed not for independence, but for radical dependence and connection." How do we overcome the pain of loneliness? We do what we're designed to do. Build deep relationships with other people who build us up. It's rarely easy. Getting to know new people and getting to know anyone better comes with its own set of challenges, and often it comes with its own set of pains. But it's better than living lonely. It's better than going around day in and day out with a vacuum of despair in your soul. It's better than consecutive late nights staring at a computer screen knowing that tonight, this time, no amount of TV shows, YouTube videos, or computer games is going to be enough to distract you from the pain. Not this time. That is the agony of loneliness. That's what we want to avoid. So how do we get out of it? There are 3 steps. Step 1, put yourself in situations where you get to meet new people. If you need any ideas, there's over 180 clubs here at BYU. Choose some that might look interesting. Attend, see who you meet. Step 2, find fun activities and service opportunities to do with these people. Playing and working together unites us and gets us ready for step 3, which is, after you've identified who you are most comfortable around, share with them your struggles, your triumphs, and your goals. Ask them theirs. Understanding somebody else and having someone understand you brings peace. It will be hard at first to open up, but in the end, the payoff is worth it. My friends, loneliness is real. It affects all of us. It comes into our life when we don't expect it. It doesn't have to stay. If you want it to go, find and bond with other people through fun activities and emotional connection. Or, in other words, if you want loneliness to go away, be like Jacob. Jacob attends the sword fighting club and meets new people. He asks us how we're doing, actively listens, and shares a little bit about his life too. He looks for ways to share, to offer help, and to show love. He was there for me when I was in agony. So if you want loneliness to go away, connect with other people. It will work in the end. It pays off. And I can say you will avoid some pains as bad as a dislocated shoulder. Thank you.